Tonight on Nightline, your bonus questions. The AIG chairman is grilled on Capitol Hill. New details about huge bonuses being paid to other companies who took billions in bailout cash. Now, who's going to take the blame? SS foreclosure, looking for a good deal on a place with a waterfront view? Climb aboard this houseboat as we go discount diving in the nation's foreclosure capital. Is it the right time to dive back into the market? Plus, road trip Iraq, a dispatch from Terry McCarthy as he undertakes a cross-country trip through Iraq without U.S. security for the first time in 5 years. But what kind of reception would he get? And would anyone try to kill him this time?
From the global resources of ABC News, with Terry Moran in Washington, Martin Bashir and Cynthia McFadden in New York City, this is Nightline, March 18, 2009.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Terry Moran. Today in Washington, it was let's play the blame game. The pent-up bonus backlash was unleashed by members of Congress, directed, maybe misdirected, at the head of AIG. But then came news the insurance giant is not alone. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac also plan to pay out big bonuses despite needing giant federal bailouts. Still, the focus of the outrage remains AIG, and the storm now threatens to swamp Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner, as some called for him to step down. For now, President Barack Obama is standing by his man. On Capitol Hill today, AIG Chairman Edward Liddy found no such support. He was the man in the crosshairs today. His name is Edward M. Liddy. He's the guy who now runs AIG, America's most notorious corporation. And he came to Congress this morning alone. No battery of lawyers, no scores of aides, no big security detail. Just an American businessman facing a very tough job.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do. From the outset, you could tell this was going to be a long day.
We do not intend to harass you here in this committee, nor should we.
Now, when the chairman of a congressional committee tells you that, it means one thing. They intend to harass you. And they did.
This is so outrageous. Do you have any plans of firing them now?
What exactly was AIG insuring? The entire U.S. economy?
There was a lot of grandstanding in that committee room today, which is not surprising. This is Congress.
This is like the captain and the crew of the ship reserving the lifeboats.
But there was also something odd about today's hearing, and it wasn't just the protesters from Code Pink whose signs angered Chairman Paul Kanjorski.
And I'm a very patient person, but don't try my patience. Signs down.
Okay, that was a bit odd, but something else was off. You see, Edward M. Liddy, as many of the members of Congress admitted before they berated him, is the wrong guy to get mad at.
You are one of the good guys.
Liddy was brought in to run AIG last September after it had tanked by the Bush administration.
You have basically been parachuted in to the helm of a ship that's already hit the rocks.
So Liddy had no role in the promiscuous financial shenanigans that brought AIG to its knees and helped bring the world economy to the brink. And he had no role in the promise to pay $165 million in bonuses. He is paid $1 a year. He began his testimony with a simple statement.
I speak to you today on behalf of the 116,000 AIG employees around the world who are remarkably united around one simple belief. When you owe someone money, you pay that money back. I'm sure we all share that belief.
We sure do. And that was really Liddy's problem today. Congress and the public it represents are furious about paying those bonuses after backing AIG with nearly $200 billion in taxpayer money. So, meekly, Liddy made an offer.
This morning, I've asked the employees of AIG Financial Products to step up and do the right thing. Specifically, I've asked those who receive retention payments in excess of $100,000 or more to return at least half of those payments.
Nice try. The members of Congress weren't buying.
This old school teacher is going to give you a little bit of advice. Pay the $165 million back.
Congressman Barney Frank made a stark demand: name names.
I'm now asking you to send us the names of those who received bonuses who have not given them back.
Liddy pleaded to keep the names secret because he said AIG employees are getting death threats.
I'm just really concerned about the safety of our people. So let me just read two things to you. All the executives and their families should be executed with piano wire around their necks.
The intense heat over AIG is now singeing the Obama administration. Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner, who knew about the bonuses but failed to stop them, is under pressure, with some Republicans calling for his resignation. President Obama backed him to the hilt today.
I have complete confidence in Tim Geithner and my entire economic team.
All the anger, all of it, seemed to come to rest for a few hours today in this hearing room. In the end, Ed Liddy said he gets it, but insisted he was doing his best.
Is the American public mad as a hornet about it? Yes. Would I have liked not to have made those payments? Yes. But I don't want that business to erupt on us and cause the difficulties we've tried so hard to avoid.
A little news today. Some of those AIG executives have already volunteered to return those bonuses, but this isn't over by a long shot. Well, when we come back, we'll turn the page and take you on a fishing trip in Florida. It's the foreclosure boat tour.
ABC News Nightline, brought to you by Hyundai Assurance.
Introducing Hyundai Assurance Plus. The assurance means we've got your back. The plus means for a limited time, we're even taking it one step further. If you lose your income, we'll make your payments for 3 months so you can hold on to your car. And if things still aren't up and running, you can bring the car back with no impact on your credit. Plus, now get great deals on a new Hyundai. Hyundai Assurance Plus. It all adds up to a smart time to buy.
Anxious about quitting cold turkey? Make that first step easier with the Nicoderm CQ patch. Nicoderm steps you down from nicotine gradually, doubling your chance for success. Nicoderm CQ, 3 steps, 10 weeks, and you're free.
I'm taking an antidepressant, but I think I might need more help.
Approximately 2 out of 3 people being treated for depression still have depression symptoms.
I'm on an antidepressant, but I'm still not where I want to be with my symptoms.
If your antidepressant alone isn't enough, talk to your doctor. One option your doctor may consider is adding Abilify. Only Abilify is FDA approved to treat depression in adults when added to an antidepressant. Learn more about Abilify. Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in mood, behavior, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients taking Abilify have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion on Abilify, as these may be signs of a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, as these could become permanent. High blood sugar has been reported with Abilify and medicines like it. In some cases, extreme high blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Other risks include dizziness upon standing, seizures, impaired judgment or motor skills, or trouble swallowing.
Adding Abilify has made a difference for me.
If an antidepressant alone isn't enough, talk to your doctor about the risks and benefits of adding Abilify.
Jimmy's getting a new do.
Oh, yeah, that's a great look. I look like a parakeet.
Tonight, comedian Andy Samberg stops by. Jimmy Kimmel Live, all new, coming up on ABC.
Tomorrow, high school students reach out. The White House answers on World News with Charles Gibson.
At Chrysler and Jeep, we're working to earn your trust in your business by delivering the best quality and reliability in our history. And now we're announcing employee pricing plus on all our vehicles. You get our employee price plus a $1,500 cash allowance, which all adds up to over $4,700 in savings on a new Jeep Grand Cherokee. Plus, well-qualified buyers get 0% financing. Now getting the vehicle you want has never been easier. We don't want to be just any car company. We want to be your car company. See your Chrysler Jeep dealers today.
So, how does a bottom feeder know the exact moment to dive in on this down real estate market? We're about to take you on a pleasure cruise in the Sunshine State, where the foreclosure crisis has sent some home values tumbling, more than 60%. And now just may be the time to make a deal, as Jeffrey Kaufman reports in our series, Realty Check.
People, no, we're not going to get in there and get it.
They don't want to miss the boat.
Today, we're going to look at a home that's number 4.
These prospective buyers have heard about all the foreclosed homes in Florida and the fire sale prices, and they want a piece of it.
So now I'm telling you, it's location, it's timing. The time is now. Banks are competing against each other, and it's the price. You're buying it below what you can reproduce it for.
Welcome aboard the Foreclosure Boat Tour in Cape Coral, Florida. Now a regular sales event for a company that calls itself Foreclosures R Us, like Toys R Us, but this is no game.
But you have to.
Company owner Mark Joseph knows there's only one question that every buyer today wants answered.
So are we close enough to the bottom is the $1 million question, and I say yes. And I say in 6 or 8 months, if you're not here, you may miss the absolute bottom, but you're close enough that you should be looking and you should be taking advantage of the market. Am I telling you to buy now? Absolutely.
Mark Joseph has been in real estate in this area for almost 20 years. It was exactly a year ago, after the bubble burst, that he reinvented his agency, selling only foreclosed properties.
Thank you, sir.
There are just a few stops on this morning's boat tour, all, of course, waterside homes with direct access to the Gulf of Mexico. All located here in Cape Coral, a sleepy town of 160,000 people. With 34,000 homes in foreclosure or facing foreclosure, Lee County, including Cape Coral, has been dubbed the foreclosure capital of America.
This home has a total of 1,988 square feet of living, and it's on just under 10,000 square foot lot.
But the numbers that really tell the story are the price. In January 2006, this house sold for $725,000. Today, it is listed at $279,900, a staggering 61% drop. And that's just the asking price. Chris and Danny Lopker operate a big corn farm in Illinois. With their daughter Jessica, they're looking for a winter home in the Florida sunshine, if the price is right.
What are your criteria here?
Waterfront is what we're looking for mainly. We do boating and we like boats. So.
And how do you plan to pay for it? I mean, are we talking all cash or are we talking a mortgage?
Probably cash.
Which is a good thing, because if you don't have cash in this market, good luck getting a mortgage. You better have a good, secure job, a healthy down payment, and a great credit rating.
Last year was our second best year since the year 2003, and the reason was foreclosures hit. This year, we've already had 830 sales for January. But guess what? It's at 50% less.
It's no accident that the homes get fancier as the tour continues. This 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home was listed at $800,000. Now bank-owned, it is priced at $574,000. That is Joy Norton, originally from Boston, now from Bonita Springs, not far from here. The homes on this tour are a bit pricey for her pocketbook, but Joy and her husband want in.
So do you think that this is the time to buy, or are we still...
Oh, definitely. I have my kids up north going to an auction on Saturday. So, yep, I'm definitely promoting them to get out and look.
So you didn't even let me finish the sentence. You're convinced, because my question was whether it's worth waiting. You don't think so?
No waiting.
Why do you feel so confident?
Because I've seen this go through back, I think it was around 82 or something, and we sat, and we wanted to buy, but we didn't because we were afraid. And I think you live, you learn, and now I feel that this is the time to move.
They're claiming that Cape Coral has more waterfront than the Venice of Italy.
It's not surprising that the fancier homes are on the water, but what drove the boom here and what really dragged down prices are the more modest homes on dry land. Mark took us from his foreclosure boat to his foreclosure bus to show us just how low prices can go.
So what's the story here?
This house is listed for $54,900.
$54,000. And what do you get for $54,900?
You get 1,422 square feet of living area. That does not include the garage. The previous selling price on this house back in February of '06, $256,000.
$256,000?
Yes.
3 years ago,
For this house, yes, sir.
And it's now
$54,900, but it only lasted 4 days on the market.
That is a staggering 80% discount from the peak of the market. This is actually, it's a nice place.
Sure, and you got to remember, on some foreclosures, people do a little damage. So something like this that is pretty much move-in ready, this is perfect for a first-time home buyer at $54,000.
Back on the canals of Cape Coral, there is one more home left on the tour.
The last person paid $1.1 million for what I'm going to show you.
The house is now listed at $664,000. But even at 3,000 square feet and with a prime lot, it's going to need a very special buyer. The roof is collapsing, there's mold under the eaves, and then there are all those decorative touches. A little Venice here, a little Rome there.
I would like to know what it would cost to clean the mold off of the roof, off of the tiles.
And the tiles coming up there.
That's really.
I mean, this was 1.1, it's now 675. What does your gut tell you it's worth?
Oh, probably a lot less than that.
Okay, let's move to the next one. Otherwise, y'all are never going to see any houses today.
No question, it is a buyer's market. So what do you think?
I like it.
But for all his optimism, realtor Mark Joseph has one nagging concern. The market that was destroyed by speculators is once again being dominated by them.
Do I think there's something wrong with that? Yes, but can I change that? No, that is open market. Open market is put the product out there and see who buys it.
What's the danger when the market is yet again being driven by speculators, even if it is at a much lower level?
The danger is very simple. When you have investors controlling 2/3 of your market, when the investors pull out or the investors bump their price, it affects the whole market. You need to have a balance of investor homeowner. You can't have 2/3 of your market run by speculators.
Which means buyers better have a strong stomach, because there could be stormy seas ahead. I'm Jeffrey Kaufman for Nightline in Cape Coral, Florida.
That's for sure. Our thanks to Jeffrey Kaufman for that. And when we come back, for the first time in 5 years, a road trip across Iraq's Triangle of Death.
So do you guys actually walk the walk when it comes to communications technology?
Absolutely. I think you can save both a lot of money but a lot of people's time if you choose the right technology for the right place. And we think we saved tens of millions of pounds a year.
Wow, that's a big number.
It's a very big number. So if you can do something that's good for the company and good for your shareholders at the same time, then it's pretty much a no-brainer.
First we add the baking soda, then we put the vinegar.
Scientific explorations in the kitchen? Bring it.
It started bubbling.
New Bounty has 25% thicker quilts. It cleans the mess with less.
Then you know what, Teddy? It exploded! Yeah, it hit the ceiling.
In lab tests, Bounty absorbs twice as much as the bargain brand. And it's more durable.
It was really cool.
Why use more when you can use less? New Bounty, the even thicker, quicker picker-upper.
Constipation, diarrhea, gas, bloating. People, is your colon sending you a message? Now there's Philips Colon Health with probiotics. It helps naturally restore the balance in your digestive system, so you can avoid those very unpleasant symptoms with Philips Colon Health.
Are you and your gray hair facing an identity crisis?
My hair says experience. My hair says energy.
Touch of Gray. The best of both combs away a little gray, never too much, just right.
Now I look like I know what I'm doing and can still do it.
Touch of Gray.
I have a 5% chance of survival.
Thursday.
I'm not telling anybody. Just keep your mouth shut.
A fight for life begins.
I don't even know if I want treatment.
ABC's Grey's Anatomy. All new Thursday, 9/8 Central on ABC.
If you love spring, you'll love a Subaru. With its versatility and symmetrical all-wheel drive, it's built to help you make the most of the season. So come to our Go Love Spring event. Get a Subaru and go love spring.
Lease the 2009 Impreza 2.5i for $179 per month. Now through March 31st.
Sleep Country Simmons and Sealy Any Size One Price event ends Monday. Get any size mattress, twin, full, queen, or king, for as little as $129 each piece when you buy the set.
You know, Dex, you and I are a lot alike.
How so?
Well, I help people find things in places they never thought of looking.
I help businesses find customers in places they never thought they'd reach.
I find them in cracks, crevices.
I find them through my print directories, online at dexknows.com, even on huge search sites.
Once I find them?
You track and manage the data for even greater results?
Something like that.
Call 877-4DEX now to find out everything Dex can do to find your customers. Dex knows.
Hello, I'm Dr. Cash with Sleep Dentistry of Portland. How would you like to wake up to the smile you've always dreamed of? At Sleep Dentistry, you can. Most dentists offering sedation provide only light oral sedation. We too offer light oral sedation. However, our patients are most impressed by our IV sedation. You're comfortable and reliably unaware of the dentistry. If you need sedation or just a gentle dentist, we can help at Sleep Dentistry of Portland.
Lexus of Portland's spring sales event is happening now. Specials like the 09 IS250, $369 a month lease. The IS250 all-wheel drive. Performance, style, and technology. Now, $369 a month at Lexus of Portland.
Nightline continues from Washington with Terry Moran.
Tomorrow marks the 6th anniversary of the U.S. invasion of Iraq. Attacks on coalition troops are down 90% over 2 years. And while journalists now can travel without military protection, they may still need security. Terry McCarthy now in our series, Where Things Stand.
We get up early for our road trip to Karbala. Everyone is a little bit on edge.
Because this will be the first time in 5 years that we've left Baghdad in a car.
Yeah, I know. 5 years, and not just us, but pretty much the entire Foreign Press Corps spent 5 frustrating years unable to drive out of Baghdad unless embedded with U.S. troops. As our security guards load their weapons, we check a map of the route that will take us through an area that until recently was controlled by Sunni insurgents, where over the past 5 years many travelers, Iraqi civilians, American military, and some journalists, including a Polish TV crew, lost their lives.
But these roads are now safe?
Yeah.
And before, very dangerous?
Very dangerous, yeah. Especially for Shia.
Especially for Shia?
Yeah.
Because it was Al-Qaeda, Sunni Al-Qaeda?
Yeah.
So you feel safe to go today?
Of course.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Safe, inshallah. An Arabic phrase which means if God is willing.
All right.
The last time I drove out of Baghdad without U.S. military protection was March 31st, 2004. I was headed for Jordan and passed through Fallujah several hours before 4 U.S. contractors were killed and their burnt bodies hung from a bridge, something I only found out after I arrived in Jordan. That was my last road trip in Iraq. Until today. On our way out of Baghdad, we stopped to buy fruit.
Okay.
Suddenly, a police car stops in front of us. The police used to be heavily infiltrated by the militia death squads, and we did our best to steer clear of them. But now things have improved. This is a routine stop.
They said we help everyone here, especially in Karada. We are in charge of the security here.
Thank you, my friend.
As we head south out of Baghdad, there's plenty of traffic.
Everything's cool.
And checkpoints, all manned by Iraqi security forces, one every few miles.
We're passing through the so-called Sunni belt south of Baghdad, an agricultural area largely populated by Sunnis that had been heavily infiltrated by Al-Qaeda. It came to be known as the Triangle of Death and was extremely dangerous for Shiites to pass through. It was also an area where they built a lot of the car bombs that were later driven north into Baghdad.
Mahmoudiya, Latafiya, Yusufiya. The names of these towns used to be synonymous with terror. The Sunni extremists here deeply resented the Shiites, and they also hated the Americans. There were massacres of Shiite pilgrims on the way to Karbala, and huge roadside bombs targeting U.S. convoys. Today, the road is more peaceful. People stop to buy fish. 6,000 dinar a kilo, about half the Baghdad price. These men are selling black market gasoline. Actually, we cheat, they say. He says his name is Saddam Hussein. Really?
Assalamu alaikum.
After yet another checkpoint, we stop for tea. They want to talk about their recent provincial elections, the problems with electricity. But how about security, we ask? Oh yes, says this taxi driver. The security situation is much better than a year ago.
Finally, after almost 4 hours, we've made it to Karbala. We had to go through 24 checkpoints to get here.
Karbala is sacred to Shiites because it contains the shrine of Hussein, the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad. Every year, several million Shiites walk to Karbala on the Arba'in pilgrimage.
Thank you, General.
The Chief of Police, General Ali Yassim al-Ghureri, is very proud of the improvements in security in Karbala. He says he has 4 separate rings of security around the city.
Tell him next time we come.
I'm inviting you for lunch. You can't. You
Next
must.
time. No, we have someone waiting for us. I'm sorry.
Dr. Ahmed Taki, who runs a political think tank here, is waiting. He thinks Iraq has turned the corner in the war.
So, when the Americans leave, there's no problem? No problem. No problem. £10 sterling. This must be...
In the market, they tell us they haven't seen Westerners here for over 4 years.
Welcome.
But there's no tension in the air, no sideways glances like we used to get. After a couple of hours, we head back to Baghdad.
When we left for Karbala this morning, we weren't entirely sure how safe the roads would be. But now we're getting back into Baghdad after dark. There's still a lot of traffic around. It's becoming clear to us that the security situation has improved dramatically.
So it's slow moving between Block 3 and Block 4.
The violence certainly hasn't stopped completely in Iraq, but the constant fear of violence has, at least for the time being, evaporated. After 6 years of war, Iraqis are finally starting to imagine that a normal life might once again be possible. For Nightline, I'm Terry McCarthy on the road between Baghdad and Karbala.
What a revealing journey. Our thanks to Terry McCarthy for that. And we have a sad note now about a story we covered on last night's broadcast. Award-winning actress Natasha Richardson died today in New York of head injuries she suffered while in a fall while skiing in Canada. She's survived by her husband, actor Liam Neeson, and their sons Michael and Daniel. Natasha Richardson was 45.
Freeze, police!
Not your usual cases.
You're not the pizza guy. And this isn't a porn film.
Not your usual cops.
You're trying to kill yourself. Don't do it when I'm around.
ABC's The Unusuals premieres Wednesday, April 8th after a new Lost on ABC.
Is slimy green and slippery black algae, moss and mold invading your home's beauty? Clean it all the easy way with 30 Seconds Outdoor Cleaner. Simply spray it on and hose it off. It's that easy. 30 Seconds Outdoor Cleaner is made in the Northwest for homes just like yours.
Did you really have to bring 50 wagons of stuff?
What? I like shoes.
We're not going to be gone forever. Oh, I should have just gone to public storage.
Public storage?
Yeah, public storage. You can reserve a storage space and pay just $1 for the first month.
Great. Now you tell me.
Need to store your stuff? Call the experts at Public Storage. We have a variety of storage spaces. Reserve now and pay just $1 for the first month at any of our over 2,000 convenient locations. That's right, the first month is just $1. Public Storage. Call 1-800-44-STORE.
For fresh deli taste, why pay for the whole deli?
Price check on Deli Man.
Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh Shaved Meats. Great fresh from the deli taste without the deli counter price. Sliced, packed, and sealed at the peak of freshness. Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh. For the love of a great sandwich.
This is your captain speaking. We are 14th in line for takeoff.
Beep, beep, beep. Looks like it's bumper to bumper on the interstate.
I gotta get to Cleveland.
Should have skipped that second soda.
Remember your belt, your watch, your shoes?
I wonder what gas costs today.
$7 for a pillow. An extra bag costs what?
I hate traffic.
The train is now arriving.
The train has arrived indeed. Amtrak. Enjoy the journey.
Is ugly green moss and mold spoiling your backyard's beauty? Clean it all the easy way with 30 seconds outdoor cleaner. Simply spray on, hose off, and enjoy a clean backyard. 30 seconds outdoor cleaner is made in the Northwest for Northwest homes just like yours.
Holding the powerful accountable. K2 News is on your side.
It's time now for tonight's closing argument. Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner is under pressure to step down because of his handling of the AIG bonuses fiasco. One Florida Republican called the entire Timothy Geithner experience, quote, a disaster. The president, however, is backing Geithner for now. So tonight, we ask you, should Geithner step down, or does he deserve the public's patience? And already, many of you have been twittering me responses to tonight's closing argument. Severe here writes, if he could have stopped the bonuses, then yes, shows a total lack of insight and judgment. Jenna Jean writes, I say give him a break. Let him fix it. Tough job. Not sure anyone could do better at this point. Hard lesson for him. And Marip writes, resign. The guy can't even pay his taxes. Geesh. So what do you think? Tell us by twittering us at Nightline or at my Twitter page as well. But that's our story for tonight. I'm Terry Moran. Stay tuned for Jimmy Kimmel Live. Good night, America.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and on March 27th, I encourage you, no, I dare you to go see The Haunting in Connecticut, a new horror